Now for this, I want to create really beautiful stars. So what I'm going to do is, I'll take a rough sheet and I'll just cover it lightly. And then you can either use a very dry or a thick brush. If you don't have that, you can use a little bit of white. Now over here, either use a gouache color or the poster colors that we get, because we want an opaque effect rather than watercolor. Your watercolor white color will not show up on the painting, so don't use the white color that you get in your watercolor set. It will not show up at all. So I'm just going to dip my brush in it. And then just if your color is too watery, it will create like these really big ugly splotches. So don't, make sure that your color is not very watery. The drier the color, the better stars and the more detail and small stars you'll get, like starburst. I don't know if you guys can see it very clearly. Let me just take it up a little bit for you. You see, they're very delicate and pretty stars. So we're done with our night sky. Let's put finishing touches on our other two skylines. So over here, I don't want to do a lot of hampering because it's actually very pretty as it is. What I want to do is just create this with white color. Again, it's a very light thing, like it's there but it's not there, and that is the part that I actually like a lot. In this, we're just gonna add a moon. Again, if you use watercolor, it will not show up, so make sure you're using gouache or poster color. So I've created this moon, and then I just want to create these lights on the mountain just to show that, you know, there might be some village or something, just those light in distance. I'm just going to create few strokes with white. So you have this, and then over here also I just want to create this light kind of an effect just to show that there are villages. Now over here, if you see, I painted it when it was wet. If the same thing happens with you, don't worry at all, because this layer has dried up nicely. You can just give it a very nice outline. And you will be sorted. So the best thing about watercolors is you can always cover up your mistakes and it will end up looking like shading on another layer. And there we have all our 3 landscapes on one page, which we can cut and then gift them as bookmarks or use it yourself. I'm not going to remove tape right now because it's most important that you let your painting dry up completely before taking off your plate, taking off your tape. Otherwise your paper will tear, and we don't want that at all. I'm just going to turn my camera now, and if you have any questions, any queries about it, you can ask me now. Hello. Thank you. Okay, I'm just seeing all of your comments right now. Ayushi, what's the best paper to use for watercolor? So there are lots of brands which are available in the market. The best is 300 GSM, but even in that brands I've seen not a lot of brands are good, and it will matter a lot. If your paper is good, your paint will slide and blend very smoothly. So I prefer Fabriano, which is a reasonable kind of a paper. Like the block that I am using right now is around 600 rupees, which is not that bad. And if you want to splurge, then the best quality out there is Arches. Nothing can beat Arches. Gemini, how much time it takes to master this? Like master the whole art of watercolor, it's taken me lifetime. But to create this, as much as we took right now, which is 35 minutes, which is not bad. Um, yes, Tarang, the creative thinking program that I'm doing is it's an art program. It's to make you start your creative process again. What happens is, as we grow up, our right side of brain, which is the creative side, and then you have your left side, which is more logical. um, so this course will help you to activate your left side again, your right side again, which is the more creative side, and we'll start seeing things more creatively rather than seeing it logically. How does that help? For example, if I ask you to draw an apple right now, what you'll do is you'll draw a very perfect apple, what we have been seeing since kindergarten in those books that you see. A for apple, it's a very perfect round red apple, but real apples are not that perfect. That is what the right brain tells you, and the left brain will always take a more logical road to it. So that is what the creative thinking course is about. All the watercolor techniques that I've shown right now, I'll be teaching that also in that course. Apart from that, we have another live session on Friday by Soumya Gupta. She is doing a session on fashion and fashion figures, which is going to be super fun. And do log in at 4 o'clock on Friday on Facebook. And we have another really super fun session planned just for you guys. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this session a lot.